For those of you who don't know me, my name is Kristen. I am the owner of High Maintenance Lashes. I am also a lash coach, lash educator. I help women start and grow their lash business, even if they have no experience at all, even if they're starting from scratch. That is who I am. So, just wanted to do a quick introduction because in today's lash confession, we're going to be talking about who should not learn lashes. So, I know a lot of times we talk about who should learn lashes, how you should learn lashes, where you should learn lashes from, but in today's lash confession, we're going to talk about who should not be learning lash extensions, okay? So let's get into it. So a lot of times, a lot of people see the lash education, the beauty education, and they see dollar signs, cha-ching. Literally is all they see. When they see lash extensions, when they see people in the beauty industry, a lot of people just start to see dollar signs. So one thing I will say is that, yes, of course, you can make money in this industry. You can make a lot of money in this industry. But doing it just because there's money to be made and just because you know you can make a lot of money doing it doesn't mean that this is going to be for you. A lot of people think like, oh, it can't be that hard. I'm going to learn to lay a lash down. I'm going to start taking clients, start making money, and I'll see the 6-figure, 7-figure year at the end of the year. It does not work like that, especially if you have no desire to really be performing the lash extension procedure, the lash extension, the whole service. If you have I'm going to give you an example because this morning I had a student call and talk about working with me in my 12-week program, and when I was asking her like, what's your real reason why get you up in the morning, why do you want to do this, she was like, well, because I went to get my lashes done and the lash artist said like, hey, did you know with lash extensions you can make 6 figures a year? And she was like, and I thought like, oh wow, I can. And like, so that's why you're doing it? And she's like, yeah, because I can make $1 million in a year or 6 figures with the lash extensions. And I was like, well, you can do that, but if that's your only reason why, you're probably not going to do that. Money isn't enough. And that's one thing my students don't understand. I tell them money is there, the clients are there. It is a mindset that you need. Mindset is the most important thing when it comes to starting your business, learning a new skill. Most people think they can just leave their job and just jump into learning a skill. And I know it's been put out there a lot, like, oh yeah, just leave your job and become a lash artist, or just leave your job and jump into the beauty world. And that's another thing I don't recommend, is leaving your job to pursue your dream. Obviously, you know that your job is going to help you pursue that dream. So if you leave your job thinking, I'm going to leave my job and I'm just going to become that lash artist, think again. You need to keep your job. I actually was working two jobs, while I was being a lash artist. I was serving at nighttime, I was working another job in the morning, and I was taking my lash clients in the middle of the day. So a lot of people, like I said, it's just a money factor for them, and it's not enough. It is not enough to keep you going. And if you're doing it for money, just know that it's not enough. You're going to give up. Not all the time, but you probably will give up a lot faster than someone who is pursuing it for the right reasons versus just money. Because money, like I said, money is not enough. You're at your job now for money, and the job isn't fulfilling, but you're still there for money. So you could get caught in actually becoming a lash artist and being stuck as a lash artist, performing your low services, because you didn't know how to scale, and you didn't also know how to reach your client in different areas, and also know that lashes is, like I said, it's more than money. So many people are like, oh, you make this much, and you know, and it's like, no, it's a lot that goes into becoming a lash artist. And whenever you're starting your journey, you're going to invest a lot more money than you are going to make back, and people don't understand that as well. Becoming a lash artist, you are going to spend money. Money is just not enough. And the lash industry, heck, the beauty industry is becoming flooded with artists who aren't, I can't even say artists, because artist has a certain respect on it. You have to put respect on the artistry name of becoming a lash artist. So I can't even say artist, because true artists do this because of the art. I don't do this for money. I do this because I love doing lashes. I love the transformation. I love my client's confidence afterwards. And I love the feeling of holding the tweezers in my hand, performing the art, making art, changing it from the transformation from what my clients came in with to what I'm able to do with the lashes. So that's why I do it. But a lot of people don't do that. And a lot of artists are in the industry not giving quality service, not talking with their clients, not performing their services correctly, just taking money. Let's move on from the money topic. I feel like that is the main thing when it comes to learning lashes. The main reason why people are wanting to learn lashes is for the money, and it's not enough, okay? I'll say it 1,000 times again, it is not enough. Make sure that you are doing lashes because you genuinely love it and you want to provide a good experience for your clients. If you're doing it for any other reason, your clients are going to know, people are going to know. It's not that hard to see when someone's doing something because they love it, or when someone's doing something because someone else is doing it, or because it keeps them going, it lets them get by, okay? So whatever, I'm so tired of talking about money in the lash industry because it's just it's so old. Let's talk about learning technique. Let's talk about how your body is going to be after, like, while performing lash extensions, and how your mind needs to be when it comes to becoming a lash artist, and who should not be doing this. So another really important topic that I want to talk about is customer service. So who should not be performing lash extensions? People who have no customer service skills, people who don't like people who are, just no customer service skills, okay? Even though I used to be very introvert, I still had something in me that always led me to talk to people, that always led me to, I don't even think I was introverted. I think along the way, people put tags on you of who you are: emotional, overthinker, sensitive. People put all these labels on you. And so I think maybe my family put that label on me of being an introvert, because I really wasn't an introvert. I really, like I said, I can talk to people and I enjoy talking to people. And that was one thing whenever I started my lash journey. I was able to talk and communicate with a lot of people, more than I ever knew I would be able to be, because I just didn't think I was that person. If you don't enjoy working with people, then I would probably say that lashes is probably not your jam. Even though it is very exclusive and it can just be you and that person, there still comes a time where basic communication is necessary, and where you can make your client feel comfortable in your chair and make them feel like you truly genuinely care about them and their service. So yeah, if you don't have people skills, or you don't know how to talk to people, then maybe you need to learn that skill first before you whole ass become a lash artist. Because I have heard it so many time and time again, where clients come in and they start talking about so and so, and they're like, she didn't talk, she didn't make me feel comfortable, I feel like she just wanted my money. Like I said, clients will know, they will never return to you again if you give them that feeling. So that may be, clean out the vibes while we're talking, okay? So another thing that I see people doing who should not become lash artists is people who cannot, people who don't have patience, okay? People who don't have patience to perform such a skill such as lash extensions should not be performing lash extensions. Lash extensions is very tedious, very patience involved, a lot of calmness involved. So if you are someone who is like, I don't know, your anxiety is real high and you just, you have a hard time calming yourself down, lash extension, becoming a lash artist might not be for you, okay? I wouldn't recommend someone that has high anxiety to be performing a service such as lash extensions. It could just be really, really hard on you. Okay, so far we've talked about a couple of reasons why you shouldn't become a lash artist, okay? One of them being, if you're doing it for money, this will not be for you, okay? Another one being, if you have no customer service or you don't know how to talk to people, this will not be good for you as well. Another thing is no patience, not having patience, or being like high functioning anxiety and not being able to really like work with yourself, yet alone work on lashes, then yeah, you won't want to become a lash artist, okay? So a couple of other things that I will mention that some lash artists probably won't say is the amount of time that you have to spend to get your business off the ground. A lot of people will not tell you how much time and effort it truly does take. And it does take, like, if you want to be that lash artist, you have to work to become that lash artist. You're not just going to be that lash artist tomorrow. That ties into the patience as well. Patience when it comes to building up your craft, building up your business is super important. And if you don't have any patience, this is going to be a long journey for you. And if you're like, a lot of people, it's the world that's made us like, everything has to be quick. Like, you go take a class tomorrow, you want to be the lash artist. You go buy the bag tomorrow, you want to be known as that girl on social media. Like, it's such a fast world we live in that when it comes to someone telling you that it's going to take patience and time and effort and building, that some people just, they don't have that. So if you don't have that, I wouldn't recommend becoming a lash artist. I wouldn't recommend learning lashes. It is a process. It is a building process, and it takes time, money, and effort. And if you don't have any of those things, then it's kind of hard to learn. So yeah, who should not become a lash artist is honestly people who are not ready to build, people who are not ready to serve their clients, people who are not ready to make an impact with their work and with their art. So if any of these sounded like you should not become a lash artist. Please don't do it. Don't just do it for money. Don't just do it because so-and-so does it and her Instagram profile looks aesthetically pleasing. I have seen so many people do something because someone else is doing it. And then they're like, how come I don't like feel the rewards as much? Or how come I'm not reaping the benefits as much? It's probably because you didn't do it because you wanted to. You did it because you seen someone else doing it, or because you had an ulterior motive when it came to becoming a lash artist. And it will bite you in the butt. Even if you think no one sees it or no one knows, trust me, they know. We know. We know. The lash artists know. Lash artists will know, your friends will know, your family will know, everybody will know when you are doing something because you want to be doing it and because you genuinely love it, and other people will know when you're doing something and you have no passion for it, you have no heart, you have no what you need to get you there, okay? So don't become a lash artist just because of the things that we talked about today, okay? If you're going to become a lash artist, it's because you genuinely care about the lashes, you genuinely want to serve other people in your community, other women, you want to help them feel beautiful, feel confident, or maybe you want to do something different for yourself or for your family. But don't just do something because it's trendy or because it's making money or because people are doing it. It's not a good mix, okay? So I could go on and on about who should not be a lash artist, but I think we covered the main things. So that is all for today's lash confession. Make sure to hit the like, follow button. See you later.